I'm here with our senior officers of the Spanish Honor Society. I'm here to ask them what they felt about the AP exam to seal up biliteracy and what taking Spanish through all 4 years of high school taught them. Colin, starting off with you, what did you like most about taking Spanish?
I just gotta say that through taking Spanish, I made a lot of new friends, and I overall just had a very positive experience immersing myself in the culture and learning the language, and I have no regrets taking the class whatsoever.
I definitely agree with everything that Colin just said. It's a very fun subject to learn. I think there are a lot of benefits to it down the road, especially if you stick with it going into college and stuff like that. The seal and the exam itself are definitely challenging. I feel like new students aren't going to find it easy, but as long as you stay committed and motivated and you know what you're doing, then, you should be able to pass it just like any other course.
Both of these amazing fellows are correct in what they say. Spanish has brought me a bunch of opportunities, and especially being with Senor Oliveira, he's a great teacher and just made these past 4 years an amazing time.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with what they say. Spanish has, I speak it at home, but personally I've grown a lot in the classroom and with the activities and the events that the Spanish Honor Society hosts. It's truly one of the most inclusive clubs here at John Jay. There's just so many opportunities to make friends, help out your community and such. So to all the younger people watching this video, I definitely advise you to join and stick with Spanish. I know at some moments it may be harder than others, but it's all worth it in the end.
After 4 years of Spanish, despite not taking the AP, I learned that it's just really important to really practice the language. Definitely reach out to your teachers, just kind of get their help whenever you need it, and just be prepared to take it in college because you're most likely going to have to.
So after my 4 years in taking the seal and the AP exam, I learned you got to overcome challenges. It's going to be hard, but you just got to overcome it. My advice is, keep going.
I didn't take the AP, but I did take the seal. The most important thing is to always ask for help. Senor Oliveira is always after school pretty much like every day, so just ask him for help.
I just think taking Spanish, you're going to encounter a lot of challenges, and it's not going to come to you natural. So I think you just have to keep pushing through, and especially with the seal and the AP exam, just don't give up when something's hard, and push through and you'll be able to succeed.
Yeah, my advice to you guys is just to keep practicing and try to memorize as much as you can, get the help that you need, and it's always going to be a fun class. There's always music playing. Just try to enjoy as much as you can and learn.
Yeah, I would say definitely do your homework, practice, and just try your best. You're not going to always succeed the first time, but keep trying and you'll get better with practice, and yeah.
Taking AP Spanish this year, I learned about different people's beliefs and what they celebrate. I learned about the different cultures.
I learned about holidays.
One advice I would give someone that's thinking of taking AP Spanish is that it's actually really fun, and the fun outweighs all the work. The advice I would give is to work hard and to stay involved with the class.
My advice is that AP Spanish 5 is it looks good for college to take it.
AP Spanish taught me a lot about how to talk to people from Spanish-speaking countries and how to understand them. So whenever I have to visit a Spanish-speaking country, I can understand what they're talking about and get along with them. And my favorite memory about AP Spanish was all the parties we had and all the great food we had.
What Spanish AP taught me was to get comfortable outside of your comfort zone, and especially with speaking a language that I don't really am comfortable with speaking with other people. It made me appreciate a new culture that I just learned about. And my favorite memory is definitely all the cahoots that we did.
So I've learned a lot the past couple of years taking Spanish. When I started Spanish, I couldn't really speak Spanish, and now I'm a fluent speaker. I'm really grateful for the program. I worked a lot with Senora, and she prepared me for the AP 10th grade, and Senora did so much practice with us, and he really prepped us. And advice, I would say listen to Spanish music, listen to shows, kind of immerse yourself as much as you can in the language, and you'll do great.
Throughout the past 6 years I've taken Spanish, I've met a lot of people that are really awesome. So that was my favorite thing about Spanish. And the advice I would give is look at what the AP, the setup that the AP has, the way that they set things up. If you understand how that's going to work, then you'll know what to study, because there's some topics that are going to show up every single time. So I would look at those.
Personally, my 4 years taking Spanish, I think the best part of those 4 years was definitely learning the culture, different cultures. eating food and presenting, it's probably been like the best experience out of these 4 years.
No, yeah, I agree with that, and also getting to share with like your friends and like just like the community kind of build around like the language and like everything that comes with it.
For the Seal of Biliteracy and the AP exam, definitely like getting together with our groups and practicing. Senor really pushed us a lot the last 2 months, and you know, we felt very prepared. The exam was, I say for the exam, definitely take notes, highlight everything. It was stressful, but we were definitely prepared for it.
Everything we did in class, like with the workbook and everything, like we were definitely like prepared. And then for the seal, I would say like really like you really get to know your topic in depth because of all the research you do, and like just being able to like finally do it and getting over it, it's like really like a relief.
Hola, soy Luis. Yo soy un teenager en John Jay High School y me gustaría enseñar, darles pedacitos de lo que aprendí en la clase de AP Spanish este año. Realmente yo nací hablando español, pero como me mudé de chiquito, realmente no sabía cómo escribirlo, así que con esta clase de español realmente me ayudó a aprender gramática, cómo escribir y decir unas palabras, porque realmente yo nunca he sido bueno escribiendo, pero con lo que me enseñó el señor Olivera sí me ha ayudado mucho, y lo que he aprendido mucho este año, y yo diría lo que más importante que yo aprendí este año es a nunca dejar las tareas al último momento. También un consejo que les daría es lo mismo de siempre hacer sus tareas, nunca lo dejen en el último minuto porque luego se van a arrepentir.
Hola, mi nombre es Marcos, soy un senior aquí en la John Jay. Basado en mis experiencias en la clase del señor, la experiencia estuvo lo mejor porque en la clase aprendí bastantes cosas como de culturas y las diferencias entre culturas. Aprendí bastante porque gracias a la clase practiqué más mi español, porque en la casa nosotros no hablamos mucho español. El único lugar donde yo hablo español es en la escuela, y gracias a la clase del señor yo hice que mi español se mantenga y no se me olvide. Y uno de los consejos que les daría a los que quieran aprender español es: disfruten el momento, traten de hacer lo que puedan, traten de aprender cada día cosas nuevas sobre culturas. Son cosas muy hermosas, como todo viene siendo la cultura, gastronomía, la música. Especialmente la música influye mucho en aprender español. Si ustedes deciden escuchar música en español, les ayudará muchísimo. Y eso es, disfruten cada momento que estén estudiando con el Señor. El Señor es una persona muy amable que les ayudará en todo lo que necesiten.
Taking 4 years of Spanish taught me to focus, study a lot, and then taking the AP test also taught me to focus, listen to Senor, what he's teaching us, and yeah, that's really it.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna do this in Spanish. Durante mis 4 años he aprendido mucho sobre la clase de español. Yo creo que es muy importante de coger la clase de español porque es necesario ser bilingüe. Como yo, me ayuda mucho. Hasta soy trilingüe y he aprendido mucho sobre la cultura hispánica. Y los consejos le daría a los estudiantes de los que van a tomar AP. Yo quiero que ustedes se enfoquen mucho sobre los temas que el Señor dará y prestar mucha atención sobre los temas y enfocarse mucho. For the Biliteracy, los aconsejo que tomen un tema que es familiar para ustedes, puede ser de deporte. Hay diferentes temas que les darán para el Biliteracy y que sean familiar para que puedan hablar sobre el tema y dar una buena presentación.
The 4 years of Spanish that we've taken in high school, I feel like it was super happy, super motivational. We created a lot of new connections and friends that more feel like family now. My advice to younger kids is definitely going to be stay motivated, keep your head up no matter how hard it gets, and just keep going.
It's really important just to keep going. I mean, it seems like a lot of work, but it's totally worth it in the end. And you'll definitely feel prepared by the end for all your AP exams and definitely for the seal.
My favorite memory was probably when we did the presentations and had to bring in different food about different cultures.
That's also my favorite memory. I loved eating all the different foods from all the different cultures.
Taking AP Spanish taught me a lot about like the language and culture of a lot of like Spanish cultures, and it taught me how to be like efficient in like conjugating and forming sentences.
Yeah, it definitely taught me more about grammar because my grammar's not that good, but I learned a lot this year.
And advice to like younger students who want to take it, I'd say like dedicate time on your own to like learn the language and like put extra time into it.
And study for the AP.
Yeah.
Taking AP Spanish has taught me a lot about the language, and I feel like I really got a lot better at speaking Spanish.
Taking AP Spanish, honestly, it really helped me like thinking on my feet, especially when you're in a scenario where you just have to sort of come up with something in the moment. I think it really helped with that.
And some advice for students taking this next year is to stay on top of your work and stay organized.
Yeah, really to put the effort in inside and outside of the classroom and to just try.
AP Spanish has definitely taught me the importance of studying as much as you possibly can, because it was literally the hardest test I've taken in my life. It took weeks, even like months of studying, and I don't think I got much. And I still think I could have done more. So, any advice to people who are taking this in the future? Start studying early. At like February is where you should really start. Especially get especially good at speaking and having interpersonal conversations, because that's going to be what gets you.